I'm Jamie.
And I'm Sonia. And
And
this
we
is
are Why?
Why? Because we
Because
said
we
so.
said so.
Girl, we
Oh
was
my
ready.
God.
That 1 week off just threw it. That 1 week just threw us
We
off.
just did it. It did good. I think we matched this time.
Oh
Hey,
no.
y'all. So, as always, first off, let me say happy Valentine's Day to those that are celebrating and to those that are not. It's okay. I took myself to lunch, so it was really nice. I had a good time, and I ran back in so I could be here for why? Because I said so. We said so. I'm all messed up.
That's
I had
okay.
one.
You say so too.
I had one little drink, and I think it messed me up.
Uh-oh. I think we have someone else joining us, guys. Hold on. We're gonna bring
Okay.
him on.
Okay.
There we go. Hold
Okay.
on.
Okay.
Let's get it right here. There we go.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. How
Hey.
are you?
I'm all right. All right.
Your wife let you join us on Valentine's Day. What you do? You must have did something
How
good today.
sweet.
We today we just chilling out today. Today was I've been out and running around all day, and then I had to do some stuff at my daughter's school for Valentine's Day for them. So
Nice.
we just kind of kicked it out tonight. We hung out, we cooked some dinner together, and we just chilled out.
That's
Nice.
nice. That's
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know.
Good.
yeah. I'm
Good.
not cooking dinner with nobody.
Yeah.
I know that's y'all love language, so I understand.
Yeah, cooking is my thing.
Nice.
So, for
Nice.
those of you who don't remember, this is Cordray Peterson, and for
Good
what we're going to
evening.
be
Good evening.
talking about tonight, we thought it would be really good to have a man's point of view as well. So, with that being said, we're going to talk about how long is too long to date if, and this is only if now, because I don't want people to think that we're saying you have to, but for those who want to be married, how long is too long to date? So I'm going to,
Mhm.
I always go on TikTok. Y'all, TikTok is your friend. So I always find these little videos. So I'm going to show you this video, and you guys tell me what you think.
I was just wondering, how long does it take when you're in a relationship to want to get engaged, especially if that's something a woman wants?
You need to stop asking personal questions. That's what you need to stop doing. Okay.
Stop asking them personal
No, I'm sorry.
questions.
I'm sorry. That triggered me a little bit.
Goodness
because
gracious.
I tell you why it triggered me a little bit because I've been with my wife for 24 years. So we've been together since the 1900s and 90s. But I didn't and propose to her until 2013.
Oh, wow.
Don't you wow nothing.
I'm just, that's a lot.
That's a
lot of
long time, and that's a very long time. Let me ask you a question: How long have you been? Have you been with your man or woman?
9 years.
9 years. Is it serious? Y'all live in the same house, or?
Man, what kind of stupid question is that? They've been together 9 years, and you gonna ask if she's serious?
No, because it might not be
Yes, we're in the
serious.
same house, we're in the same bed.
No, you got to make sure it's serious because it could be, because you could be with somebody for 9 years, but it's not serious. Maybe it's long distance.
Man,
but
please.
the fact that they're living with each other and that y'all in the same bed, y'all paying half a rent. I mean, I think it's about time. I think it's about time. Now, I mean, if I was in your situation and I wanted to be, engaged and get married, and he's basically just there because he's comfortable, I would withhold the poo-poo.
Man, shut up, man. I don't like what you're saying here.
When you say close them legs.
I would close them legs. I mean, you want to get married,
God
and right
damn.
now he's just doing what he got to do, and he's comfortable. He's knocking it off. He's getting everything as a married couple, but he's just not married. Think about it like this:
Age
he's
is
sleeping in
very
your bed.
important. Shut up, you big cheek fool. How old are you, ma'am?
I'm 28. We've been together since I was 19.
See what I'm saying? They've been together since they was young. Get that man a little bit more time.
How much more time does he need? They've been together 9
It took me
years.
15 years.
They sleep 15
But
years.
he's pushing a baby, and I'm not having a baby without being married.
See, and he wants a baby.
Period.
That's right. You close them legs, mama. You've been very vocal. You told him you want to get married. He wants a child. He wants a baby. I'm sure y'all stay together. You wash his clothes. You cook for him. And sometimes, hey, he's just comfortable. But you close them legs, he gonna be uncomfortable.
I will say I don't like what Envy is saying, but I understand what he's saying. At this point, he's leasing. But, there should be an option to buy. So you have to tell him, after a while, you can't just continue to lease this. You're either going to purchase or nothing.
So would that have worked for
Ooh.
you if your wife did it?
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah.
See? See?
100%.
Okay, I'm just
See?
making sure before I go put this thing on lock.
That's right. You put a little lock on it.
100%.
So it can only be opened up with a ring.
Ooh, child.
All right.
Ooh, child.
It was a
Who
lot in
want to
there.
start? Look, who want to start first?
But Quandre, you go ahead. What you think as a man? What do you think about what they just said?
How long is too long? When I just listening to her story about how her and her man has been together for 9 years, yeah, that's too long. That's too long. I mean, first off, I feel like you need to match. If you're gonna get with somebody, get with somebody whose goals match yours, especially when it comes to marriage. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, your talk gotta match your walk. If not, your walk gotta be a whole lot more louder and clearer than your talk. You know what I'm saying? I mean, 9 years,
Nine
it don't.
years.
I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, you're gonna always be learning your mate for the rest of your life. There's gonna always be changes. But for marriage, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it don't take me that long to get to know somebody to say, yeah, I want to marry you. That's they should already been married.
Yeah, and I
You know
can
what I'm saying?
understand because they were young. Like she said, she was 19. So yeah,
Right.
19, 20, 21. Yeah, y'all still, in that dating courting stage. But now she's 28 and he wants
Right.
kids. So he wants marriage things without the marriage.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a no go. Like I believe that calls for a conversation to see where our goals are aligning or misaligning. And once we figure that out, somebody need to make a decision on what they're going to do, either part ways or stick it out. But I think, and granted, everybody has their own take on how things like this go. That I know people who are completely cool with being together for 10
Exactly.
years and 15 years, and that's all right. But I gotta say this. I feel like if you are trying to move your life in the right direction and have some kind of relationship with God, then I think it's of the utmost importance to do things the correct way. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make some kind of decision. If you have some kind of morals in your life where you want to do things a specific way that aligns with a relationship with God, doing marriage the correct way, growing with your spouse the correct way, um, doing the things with that husband and wives do without people looking at you and saying, "Oh, you guys are shacking up." You know what I'm saying? Or you guys are fornicating. I mean, I think for most women. It's something that most women definitely want. Guys can be a little bit I want the action without, you know, taking the step forward. We find just the way that we are. We don't need a ring. And I hear that a lot too. Oh, we don't need a ring to say that we married. Oh, okay. Sadly you do.
Let him
You
die
know
and
what
see
I'm
what happens.
Sadly you do. And a lot of people miss this part too. In some states, after you've been with a person for a certain
Yep.
amount of time, uh, legally you're considered to be married. And even though you didn't
I
walk down
know.
that aisle and you didn't say I do, and I used to be stationed in Virginia, so that's a class of that they do that there after 2 years of being together. You got to go for a divorce once you break up after that. And I know one of my guys who I work with that had to do that. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, we never even got married. Yeah, but you've been living together for over 2 years, like you have been married. So people have to understand the things that come along with that too.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on where you're living at and all that kind of stuff. You don't understand that you might be liable for paying for stuff, children, alimony, and all that kind of stuff, and you never even got married. So that's gonna make it worse.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of things behind that. And I think, like I said, it's a conversation that men and women should sit down and have, and they should make sure that their life goals align with one another's as much as possible. And if they don't, somebody got to make that decision to roll
Mm-hmm.
out.
Yep. Jamie, before your whole face, chest, body just comes through the screen from holding it in, because I see you. I see you,
No, go
sister.
ahead. I want you to
No,
go ahead.
no, you
I
go right on. I know. I can see you. I see you. I be looking at you out the corner of my eye. Go ahead, girl.
Okay. So let me say this. First off, an age thing is a factor. First off,
Yeah.
she's 19, straight out of high school. It does not seem like they did the college thing, so
Right.
age is a factor. So it puts a little bit difference on the number for me, right?
Mhm.
So you're 18, 19, they're young. By 21, now we need to have a conversation. You know, because 19, 20, 21, you playing games. You can't even go in the bar, whatever.
Right.
You just playing. 21, now I can tack on a couple of years, because now we've been together a couple of years. What direction do you see the relationship going in? That's the conversation that needs to be had. It would be lovely if men had the conversation, but it's always the women that are having to have the conversation. Men, stand up, be a man. If you don't think you want to get married, say it. How hard is it to say, I don't want to get married? You know that, right? Same way I feel with women that don't want to have kids. You don't want to have kids, say that. Tell the
Right.
person up front. Be
Be
honest.
clear. Be
Not that
clear.
hard. So at 21, if I'm looking and I'm in this relationship and I know you, you know me, by 23, I'm walking down the aisle or I'm walking out the door. Period. You're not going to hold my life hostage while you run around and do what you want to do, or feel comfortable coming and put your feet up and think I'm going to play housewife and I ain't a wife. I'm not doing it, sir. So by 21, we need to know where we're going. We need dates in place. I'm talking
Not dates in place. Okay.
I
Look,
know.
I felt like you was talking to me just now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm serious. Look, we need to know, when do you plan on, when are we getting engaged?
Yeah.
How long after the engagement do you think you ready to get married? Because I'm going to express mine and I need you to express yours. What are your dates? What are my dates? Now we're going to line these dates. Because you're not holding me. The mistake women make, ain't no way on God's green earth am I going to be sitting there. Am I going to be sitting? Now, y'all done got me all worked up.
We knew it was coming.
Girl, 9 years, sis, are you crazy?
And he
ain't no
wants
way in
kids.
the world.
You know what? I feel like this. Number one, once you have, because it don't take that long to get to know your mate. But once you have gotten to know each other, you know if you want to marry this person or not. You already know.
Look, no way in the world. I mean, look, people are crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not waiting on you that long, sir. Sorry. You don't want to get married? Okay. See you around the way. Bye. I mean,
and he's
crazy.
used up a lot of her good young years. You
Look,
know, you're 20,
let me
girl.
tell you something.
These
He's
are
talking
good
about
years.
withhold. See, I hate when people give advice of withhold sex. That's a problem, because I like sex. So now I'm punishing myself. No, replace his behind. That's what you do. Because who in the world? I ain't getting ready to stop having sex because you a fool and won't settle down. Bye. See ya.
Girl.
That's a common need.
Like, literally, if that's your means of punishment, he gonna have a bigger problem. That's probably why he ain't marrying you, because he already knows as soon as you get mad, you gonna withhold sex. Girl, bye. Nope, I'm not doing that. I'm getting rid of you. You ain't ready. You feel like you're not mature enough, or you just ain't ready, sir. I'm okay with that. Hey, maybe I'll catch you later on. If I haven't gotten married then, maybe we'll hook back up. But for now, I'm ready to go sow my oats. Peace.
Yeah, I feel like the person somebody in that relationship definitely has to be held accountable.
Yeah.
You know, you can't you just can't get too comfortable once you and because men and women, we allow that man or that woman, when we start allowing certain things, and that other mate gets comfortable.
Absolutely.
Then it's like well, what we need to do that for? We never talked about it. You never hinted at it. We find just the way we are. So there's a level of comfortableness that sets in, and nobody wants to do anything to improve on it. It's just I like it the way that it is.
Yeah, but I think both for people going forward, not for you people stuck in 10, 15, 20 year we boyfriend, girlfriend foolishness.
You ain't no boyfriend, girlfriend no 10, 15 years.
They still say it now.
They married. They just don't know it.
Look, Hey, no, you ain't. Look, I need that paper.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
need that.
yeah.
I need the paper. I don't need the court to say, "Oh, we recorded it." I need the paper in my possession that we got married. And so I think going to people getting in new relationships, have the conversation early. If he runs, if she runs, that's not the person for you.
Yep.
Hi, I'm married. Don't want to put my name out there for God forbid.
We know who you
I-
are.
No,
Really?
we nice to meet you. I like you. A couple of days. You know what? What do you want in a relationship? Because I'm looking to get married. It's simple. Women get scared. I've had women say, "Well, I don't want to rock the boat." Girl, tip the damn boat over. Dump it on his head. Are you crazy? Ain't no way in the world I'm gonna say not rock the boat. Girl, back. Girl, if you don't stand up and look that man in his eye and tell him you want to get married, because 97% of women want to get married.
Right.
So while these men are holding them up from meeting the right one, because women are loyal in most cases. Don't come at me with everybody ain't. I know everybody ain't.
We know.
But most women are loyal. So we will sit down and not do anything, not knowing what Joker doing. Sir, times have changed. Joker have entered the building. And trust me, if you gonna play, I'm gonna leave you so I can play right.
Play right.
Wow.
You
I
know
don't
what?
like playing.
This is one
I
thing
don't
I
like
want
playing
people
wrong.
to stop saying too.
I'm talking all this stuff. I'm so
You
sorry,
really
Coy
are.
Dre. I promise
No,
you, I'm
no,
just talking.
no. Listen, look. This is
I mean,
facts.
I'm
This is,
talking how I feel from my heart. But
but
Exactly.
that's how it gotta be. This is facts, and people
Mhm.
need to know stuff like this because this is a completely different society now,
It
oh
is.
different
yeah,
generation, and they don't
Mhm.
see marriage and relationship and courting the way it used to be. Like chivalry, you ask
right,
somebody about chivalry, most of these guys don't even know what that is.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
To court a female and meet their parents. Look, my daughter, she dated this young white kid, brought him over here. Now, when I used to meet a parent, I look presentable. When I go over there, I shake the father's hand. Hello, Mr. Mrs. So and so. This my man showed up in some dingy sweats. He had on some
Man, that's
Crocs.
any kid.
Let's
Any kid. I don't
in
care.
fact, my man had on
That's a
some
shame.
Crocs. He had on some Crocs with a long dingy T-shirt. And we said, "Come on in and have a seat," he took the socks off. Now the socks was supposed to be white, or it looked like they used to be white, or something like that.
Mm.
When I
He took
saw him
the sock
walking,
off.
man, the socks was like the bottom of the socks was like as black as the car tire. I was like, "This is how we meeting parents now, huh?" So I had to
Oh,
have a talk with my daughter
I
after
know
he
you
left,
did,
and I'm
didn't
like,
you?
"Listen, man, this ain't how you meet parents." You know what I'm saying? And then when we saw her, like when he would come pick her up, me and my wife started realizing, like, hold up, are you dumbing yourself down in the way that he dressed? You keep dressing the way
oh,
that you dress and make
right,
him come up. You don't throw
right,
on dingy sweats with him and roll out. That's crazy.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I was like, man, look, and thankfully they ain't together now.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? But I was like that. I didn't see that lasting. I just
It,
did not.
That's
Not
it's
in
good.
a
this house.
whole it's a whole different situation out there now. It is
Yeah.
a whole
Yeah.
different situation. I
But
mean, shoot. Go
I
ahead.
just
I'm
wanted
sorry.
to say this because I know a lot of people say it was 2 points. One is that people like to say it's just a piece of paper. Y'all, it is so much more than just a piece of paper. If something were to happen to one of you, the other one has zero
Zero.
rights about what
Right.
happens to you. I have seen a situation where people have been in the hospital and family
Mm-hmm.
members have tried to block them from coming to the hospital because they didn't want
Yeah.
them to be around the person, and there was nothing the person can do. So
Right.
Yup.
Nothing.
that piece of paper is very important. And all that stuff you guys have built together over those 9 years. If something happened to him and his people come in that house, they can take everything out of that
Yeah.
house,
You have zero
and
say
you have
so.
and there's nothing you can say.
Including you. Including you
Exactly.
if it's his house.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
and you could have been in
So
there for 15 years. If you are not in the common law state and you move in with your man,
Right.
and y'all staying in that house, and 10 years down the line, he died, the family can come and put you on the curb.
I don't care
Oh,
whether
yeah.
You
you
have
paid for
no
what was in
recourse.
that house or not. And
Let me
people
see.
need
I
to
see it
realize that.
all the
And
time.
another thing, stop saying that you don't want to get married. I've seen some women who have been in these long relationships with these dudes, and you say, so why you dating? Why you just dating? Do you not want to get married? And they'll say, no, I don't really get married, because they're embarrassed. But if you really want to be married, speak that. Say you want to be married. Because as long as you keep saying you don't want to be married, you're not going to be married, because he's not going to pay you any attention. And he's not, sometimes you have to you have to gently motivate,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I ain't talking about the withholding or any of that, but you have to stand your ground. Look, dude, seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Where
do.
are we going with this?
And we're not saying ask him. Please don't ask him.
No.
No.
We did that one earlier. Go back a few episodes and look at that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we ain't saying that at all.
No.
We're just saying, have the conversation, man. Communication is it's key in any relationship, your work relationship, your relationship with your children, your parent, anybody. With communication is key. I'm going to tell you the things I want and need.
But
And I want you to hear me clearly.
right.
And I want you to tell me things you want and need. And I want to hear you clearly.
Really?
And then we can talk about the things that, right now, marriages like this, or up
Yeah.
and down, however you want to say. There's going to be times when you are hard pressed against something. Later on in life, y'all still married. That is not going to seem as serious as it was when it was first presented.
Yeah.
So don't put yourself in a box, man. He's putting you in a box because he won't ask you. You need to get out the box, sis. Get out the box.
Indeed. One thing I think that helps too, and I think it helps when men and women know their roles in relationship. Meaning, like, I look at it from a perspective of course, of God. If a man knew what his role was, what his responsibility was as a man in a relationship, in a marriage, it could go a whole lot smoother. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? If a
Yeah.
woman understood what her role was in a marriage, in a relationship, because the men do have a specific responsibility to a woman when it comes to relationship. Like, for instance, we like to think that both people are responsible for romance and women are responsible, and it's really not. Men are responsible for the romance of romancing their ladies. You know what I'm saying? So there are roles and responsibilities that we have in these relationships. And these people who are waiting 10 and 15 years, they'll never know what those roles are, those responsibilities, how to marry those things together with one another if they don't have that relationship with God, if that marriage ain't on track, if that relationship is not sewn together with two people who are trying to make that right move. It's so much more than just saying, you know what I'm saying, how long is too long to be in a relationship before you get engaged. It's so much to this conversation that you could really unpack. Even all the things that we're talking about now, you
Yeah.
can't just have this conversation like we're having it and leave out like some of the things I'm talking about. The things that you ladies are talking about is so much more that
Oh,
goes with this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it takes a lot to grow up that relationship, to make that relationship work. It takes a whole lot of maturity and responsibility to sit down and have these conversations with one another, and know what you want, what your role is, and how to achieve these things within that relationship and or that marriage.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
So
read some of the
hold on.
posts
I'm
on. Online.
I'm just gonna say now we've come to the end of our time, because we try to be respectful of our viewers and their time, and then with this being Valentine's Day, some people may
Wait,
want to they
wait a
stopped what
minute.
they were doing. No, they stopped what they were doing just to watch us, girl. Don't you
Wait a
even think
minute.
different. Yeah.
Wait a minute. I have to address some online person,
Uh
Lisa Hunt.
oh.
She talks about her man said he ain't gonna marry her as long as she continues to want to stay in her house while he's staying his. No, ma'am.
You got to
You are
move.
not. You are. Absolutely not.
Yo.
You're
Lisa,
gonna be
let
married.
us know what day to come up there and help you pack, because you are
Yeah,
moving.
exactly. Right.
You're
Right.
moving.
Exactly. No, sir, you are not Shirley Rav talking about she ain't lived with her husband in 20-some years. That is
What?
not a marriage.
Yeah,
I
that's what
don't
she
care.
said.
That's what she
Mhm.
said. Now she's moving in with him. Man, let me tell you, that is not a marriage. And Lisa, don't even play. You know better. We don't tolerate that foolishness.
I know.
Ooh.
Look, now Lisa, you know we raised you better than that.
Ooh.
I'm a
This is one of our old friends. We high school. We high school. We can say
You
all that
being
crazy
silly.
stuff.
Come on, girl, bye. No,
And
let me tell
Patricia
you, I am
Bowen
so
said these
sorry.
men don't know how to lead the relationship nowadays, and that's a true
A lot of
story.
them don't.
That is
A
a
lot of
true
them don't.
story.
That's true.
But it's the same for the women though. They don't know how to be soft and in a relationship. You know,
Yeah.
you can't not be bucking all up on your man because you mad and all of that. That stuff is
Right.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know,
It's look.
there is
It's
no
enough
way.
room.
Go ahead. I'm
No,
sorry.
I'm sorry. It's look. I'm a guy, so I have testosterone. I don't need both of us to have testosterone.
And
I
not
know
at
that's
all.
You know what
right.
I'm saying? Look,
Not at
and
all.
I don't care about I'm a boss and all that other kind of stuff. Look, we doing this together. I am going to play my role as a man and as a husband. I know
I
how
Amen.
to
know
do
that's
that
right.
well.
I
And
know that's
and and you are definitely gonna. If you don't know how to play your role as a wife and as a woman, trust me, I know how to help with that. So, but we gonna do this the right way because we 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 gonna do this right. It's we I don't need two people walking around here with testosterone talking about some yo and all. Nah,
yeah.
nah, 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 nah.
Look,
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Anita
saying?
King
No.
said, "Common law. There ain't nothing common about me."
Yeah, I know that part. That part. That's the
But anyway,
thing though, man.
y'all know we got to say goodnight. I have enjoyed this. We're all going to go around and get one 30-second comment. One 30-second comment. Go ahead,
You know what? You're
Jamie.
picking on me.
I am.
Quit
Go
picking on
ahead,
me.
Jamie.
Okay, so I'm gonna go first. Okay. Ladies, I'd say be intentional with what you want in anything in life, period. Be intentional, state what you want. Always be willing to compromise, but definitely be clear with the things that's going to make you happy. And if being a wife, if what you feel is going to make you happy, then state that. And if he's not man enough to handle that, then let him go. You don't need him no way, baby.
That's right.
Yeah.
Quadrant.
I gotta say this for my fellas. Fellas, step up to the plate. All right. We need men to be men. That's what we need.
Yeah.
Learn how to lead. Have the conversation with your lady. Know what you want in a relationship and in a marriage, and then take that step. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait 5 and 10 years because 5 and 10 years, there's nothing's going to happen there. So if you really want something fruitful, something that's going to bless your life, bless your marriage, take the step. Be a man. Lead your lady. Lead your home. Lead your relationship. So I got to say.
All right. And I just want to say, don't y'all waste y'all good years on these people. This is ladies or men, because there are ladies out there that's just stringing these guys along too. The guy want to get married and she doesn't. So don't let people
Mhm.
use up your good years until you're too old and ugly and don't nobody want you. No, I'm just playing. But
Yeah.
And one last thing that we didn't address, and I'm so mad that I just
what?
now remembered it. He wants a baby,
Right.
sir. Absolutely
Yeah.
not. I'm not giving you any baby. You won't even give me a piece of paper that say we're together. I'm not definitely not giving you a human being. Oh my God. Anyway, don't have a baby. If he laying next to you every night, and don't give him no baby if he can't marry you. I'm sorry. I mean, I know that's not the popular consensus nowadays, but let me tell you, don't do it, sis. You're gonna be sitting
Don't
there
do
chasing
it.
him for child support.
Oh my gosh.
It's a
That's a whole
fact.
nother.
All
That's a
right.
whole nother
All
topic.
right.
That's a whole
It's
nother
the
topic.
truth, though. It's the truth,
All
though.
right.
Yeah.
We got one
Okay.
coming up for you. But
We
anyway,
thank you
guys,
all.
thank
We
you,
thank
thank
you
you,
all for
thank you.
tuning in. Love
Thank
y'all.
y'all for
We
having
love
me
you
again.
guys. Remember
God
to
bless.
like, comment, and share. Invite your friends to watch us. We are live every Wednesday at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and you must watch us every week. Why? Because we said
Because we
so.
said so.
Deuces.
Bye.
All right.